my toilet paper right on one of these jars. I do have another book light. And yeah, like just, daily breakfast stuff, I guess. I do have this sheer curtain.
It is midnight and I got the midnight munchies. So come with me to get a midnight snack. To the kitchen. Look at how burn this shit. Today's dinner, we are going to eat this.
This is how I stay warm living in my car during the winter. And let me tell y'all real quick before these people tell me to get from in front of their house. I do not leave the car running overnight with the heat on. That's really bad for the environment and your car. The only time I let the car run is when I get to where I'm gonna park for the night, and then I let the heat go for about a minute while I get the car ready for bed. Aside from that, it's not much. I got 4 blankets. This sleeping bag keeps me warm up until about 20 degrees. And I think the lowest that I've ever slept in was probably right around that. Oh, forgot to tell y'all, in a onesie. Then I have a shirt underneath that. And if I get really, really cold, then I put on my gloves. And stop looking at my pimple. My period started. And then if I get even colder, I'll put my hood on. Oh, and I also can't forget my fuzzy socks. So if you want to live in your car during the winter, that sounds ridiculous. Give it a try. I don't know. Do what you want to do. That's what life is all about. Do what you want to do.
More and more Americans can't afford to pay rent anymore, so they've decided to move into their cars. If you really think about this phenomenon through the lens of human history, it is kind of ironic how we started off as hunter-gatherers who didn't have a permanent settlement, and now we're going in that direction again, because more and more people have to live in their cars in order to survive because they can't afford anything else. Except, in my opinion, the situation we have nowadays is even worse than we were nomads, because at least back then, there was no such thing as public or private property. We kind of just settled on whatever land we could find. But nowadays, you can't just park your car anywhere. You have to get permission from the owners. You have to make sure that it's a public spot, that it's not someone's private property, that you're not allowed to park your car on. And if you violate the modern rules and laws of society, you could get yourself in trouble. You could get a fine or even get arrested for doing the wrong thing. So in a way, we're not even living as free as people from 50,000 years ago, which should really say something about our modern society, because we have way more wealth now than we did back then.
Freaking night 1. Sleeping in my car because I'm homeless. Gang gang. I don't want to stop driving because then it kind of sets in a little more and I get all crybaby. Because yeah, had a home and gave it up for somebody, sold it to take care of somebody else's problems. To then just wind up heartbroken and homeless and poor, in debt. Because they wanted to play a little string along, talk about some I love you and we're gonna get married. Boo Boo the Fool here, that's me. Boo Boo the Fool. Yep. Good times. 2026 already kicking me straight in the teeth. Immediately. I'm already going, please don't let there be a cop. Oh. I am a pretty unsafe driver. Yes, it's because I'm a woman. Stereotype. Anyways. Homeless gang up in here. Driving around in our little scraper. I don't know, I have to do weird voices and talk in a deep manly voice. I don't know. just driving around Jackson, Michigan, as if that's some great place to be. Dumb. I almost went because the other light turned green first. Almost ran a red because the light in front of me, or in front of the other light, turned to green. Crazy. I'm not even in the right lane. There's some snow out here, people, okay? There's some snow on the roads and the lines are covered. At least I have heat in my now car home, because this is where I live. Oh my god, and we're just gonna run red because we're just busy chatting it up with ourselves on the tickety talk. Thank goodness there's like barely anyone out. I'm probably like one of 10 drivers right now because of our snowstorm. I just went through puberty because of our snowstorm.
A lot of people don't know, but I've been homeless for the past year after I broke up with my ex. I was living with my mom. I had my bed there, so I'm so grateful for that. But I had all my stuff in a storage unit. All my stuff here, clothes, shoes, purses, stuff, more stuff. Even a TV, little duende, suitcases, everything. It makes me a little emotional, of course, seeing all of these, because that means that I trusted a man, and of course, I end up like this. I'm not doing that no more. But I learned a lot this past year. Everything happens for a reason. I couldn't move somewhere like the past year, but now I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm just grateful. Let's see how this new chapter goes. Never trust a man, girl. Never.
The other thing I will say about getting caught when you're sleeping in your car, when you're first starting out, I know it's like a huge concern because it was for me too. Now I've been at it for over 500 days and I've been caught 6 times total, and actually 2 of those were in the same night in Portland, Oregon. But it's actually such an easy thing to avoid because let me tell you something, every time I've been caught, it has been my fault. I just wasn't paying attention. I got lazy. I got sloppy with where I was picking where to sleep. Just no excuses. So if you're worried about it being something that's going to constantly happen to you, it's not. Don't worry. Most of the time, they don't care unless you're in a spot that you're really not supposed to be at. Just make sure you have a good setup, make sure you pick a good spot, and you are chilling basically 100% of the time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I think I'm going to do another video just like kind of going over like where you should pick to sleep and just like how you should set up and stuff. So just be sure to follow along.
Y'all remember that time I asked my followers to invite me over for Thanksgiving because I live in my car and my van and I had no other plans? If you are hosting Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, I am definitely available. I told y'all whoever I pick, I'm just gonna pop up and surprise them. So I had a lot of people reach out and I picked someone. So I drove from New York to Virginia, showed up, walked right in the house without knocking on the door, only to find out that it wasn't her house. It wasn't her house. And also, she wasn't there. But I continued to walk into the house anyway. And that's when I bumped into her mom. Hi, happy Thanksgiving. Hi. How you doing? Felicia here? Felicia's mom was looking at me like, bitch, who the fuck are you? And that's because she never told her mom that she invited a stranger from the internets for dinner. So the rest of the night was awkward. Yes, I stayed. I was hungry. Shenanigans. Anyway, I said all that to say Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And if anyone, and I mean anyone, wants to invite me to dinner, I'm available again, ironically. If you are in Georgia and you're hosting, and it's your house, It's your house. You are hosting. And you are in Georgia. Go to my website. Send me an invite. Also, if you're in Georgia or surrounding areas, I am hosting an ugly sweater holiday party on December 6th. It's a day party from 5:30 to 11. We're going to have games, prizes, food. We have a chef that's going to be there cooking up some goodies. We've got a vision board, arts and craft area. I'm going to be DJ. Actually, everyone is going to be DJ. Everyone's going to have a chance to put on whatever song they want. It's like pass the phone. So either go to my website to get your tickets or go to my website to invite me for Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving. It's mothernature.com, and I will see you there.
So I've been in here thinking it's 26 up here, man. The winter storm's supposed to be coming. As you can see, we even iced in on the inside. I think heading south might be the best option, man. At this point, it's supposed to be coming, and we're right in the middle with Atlanta. So I think maybe Florida, man. I was debating on that or my mom's lane, but that might be the best option. Hit the beach for a week or two and then visit back through mom's, and then get back up here to Atlanta. Hit Panera to charge up. Had to do the hot coffee this time. No iced coffee this go. And then Walmart vanilla, shout out.
I know I'm just kind of a different breed of a person when people ask me how I am doing in my van and how the transition was. And I literally tell them, like, there's literally no issue. There wasn't really much of a transition. Like I get stuff out of totes. I really don't care. It's like a little cold sometimes, still don't care. None of the things are problematic for me. I don't feel smaller. I've actually honestly feel happier in my car than I did my apartment. I think the biggest thing that is just a little bit more awkward for me is like explaining it to people that I live in my van. Some people have like this really cool reaction where they're like, oh my gosh, good for you, like what a journey. And then other people are like, are you safe? But yeah, no, the whole idea of living out of my van is honestly just a total breeze for me. I haven't minded anything at all.
This video is for anyone who's about to be homeless and considering living in their vehicle. I've come up with a list of tips that might help you navigate this lifestyle. My name is Alexis and I currently live in a minivan, but I've been living in vehicles on and off for about 4 or 5 years now. My first tip is to find out where all of the local parks are. Parks are great for a number of reasons. First of all, a lot of times they have a bathroom that you're able to use. They also have water fountains where you can fill up your water. And a lot of times just being at a park and in the midst of nature can be very relaxing and give you a sense of privacy. Not to mention a lot of them have picnic tables, grills, etc. Parks are going to be your best friend. Another tip is utilize your local libraries. Libraries are going to be a great place to get out of the elements, whether you want to warm up or cool down. They are also a really great place to charge your phone or any other electronics that you need to charge. And again, they have bathrooms and also computers and other tools that you can use. It's a great place to relax and unwind. My third tip is download the app iOverlander. This is going to be an app that tells you where safe places to park are, where you won't be bothered. It will also give you useful information like where you should shower, where you can find a laundromat. There's just a bunch of really good information in that app, and overall it has made my vehicle living experience a lot easier. My next tip is to cover your windows. There are so many ways that you can cover your windows. I'm literally just using like an old rug that was given to me for free. You can use a towel, a sheet, really anything that you have. But covering your windows is definitely going to give you a sense of privacy that you absolutely need when you technically live in a fishbowl. My next tip is to buy a rechargeable fan. There are some cheap ones out there now that you don't have to get an expensive one, but when you're sleeping in a vehicle, it gets stuffy as hell in here, especially if it's not cold outside. And maybe I feel like the fan is important to me because I'm from Florida, so it's always just hot as hell. But a rechargeable fan has made living in a vehicle so much easier and so much more manageable. That little bit of airflow is really going to help you feel comfortable. And my last tip for this video is to organize and compartmentalize everything. If you're not organized, you're gonna get frustrated really fast and you're gonna lose everything. I still lose things in this van and I'm super organized now. When you're living in a small space, it's very easy for things to fall through the cracks or get covered up by something. So try to put everything in a compartment. Use duffel bags. If you're in like a sedan or something small like that, use duffel bags so that they can be moldable and squishable. Organize everything in different bags or bins. It's gonna save you so much stress. I guess I'll add one more, but don't be afraid to get rid of stuff. If something is not serving you, if you haven't used it in a few months, donate that shit. Get rid of it because it's just weighing you down in a small space, you know? So those are the tips I have just right off the top of my head. If someone is being thrown into this lifestyle because of homelessness, I just want to be able to help where I can because I know how hard it can be. Oh, and fuck ICE.
Since I've been living in my car, it's been one of the most degrading, humiliating, and embarrassing things I've ever had to do. Because for those that know me, know that I've always handled my business. I've always taken care of my daughter and busted my butt to make sure I would never, ever, ever be in this position. But the reason why I say it's disgusting is because, number one, I have a bathroom trash can in the backseat with tissue and wipes, stuff like that I have to pee in. You know how disgusting I feel? Do you know how disgusting I feel having to sneak, like, look to this right, look this way, make sure can't nobody see me? And I can only do it at nighttime. I don't do it in the daytime because you can see in my car. So in the daytime, I have to go to gas stations. Anyways, also, climbing over this seat, diabolical. Also, it's cold as hell right now. And I can't just have my car running because gas. Also, I also need an oil change right now because I have had to have my car running like I have. So, also, for me, my pride, my ego, that don't exist. I have to ask, not ask, but it's people offering me showers and stuff, not because I, need one, but it's just like, they offer it, like, you can always come take a shower here. Do you know how, this is also humbling. Also humbling. My wife don't understand what she did while she was trying to just focus on destroying me and lying and covering up her lies. She don't know what she did. But I'm going to tell y'all what she did. What's up? I'm homeless and I refuse to live in a storage unit. Here's why. I am a bit claustrophobic, so I will not be laying my almost 6-foot ass inside of any small spaces or any spaces where I don't have full control over the door or anything like that. Even if it was like a bigger one, but this is like a maybe 5x10 that I got for my stuff and my mom's stuff and everything. And no. So, let's see here. Second reason or whatever. I can't afford to get evicted from a storage unit because I don't have a car to haul all this shit in this storage unit because it's packed full. And the next storage unit is so far away, like I got a good thing going here, so I'm definitely not gonna be trying to risk that and having to figure all that out because they probably won't even give me much time to move everything. Another reason would be too cool for that. No, I say do what you gotta do, but I'd rather be outside in the forest in the tent, fresh air. And I don't have a climate controlled unit, so like I probably would have tried it, but I knew I wouldn't like it because I'm scared that I'll get locked in. I don't know if you can unlock these things from the inside, but I don't think so because it's just for storage. So I wouldn't be trying to live in here. That's crazy. That's what scares me the most. Somebody see that my storage is unlocked and then they slide the thing over and then I have to really figure it out, which would be having to let them reveal that I'm paying doing this, that, and the other. So, yeah. That's why I don't do that shit.
I haven't been to my storage in a while, and last time I came here, everything fell. So I just have like boxes stacked. I miss my man. I hate my life because I just need one thing. What the fuck? I have all like my Brita Made stuff when I used to make like soaps and body scrubs, so It actually smells so good in there. It smells like all of my essential oils. No, I literally want to cry. This is like a different version of me. Activated charcoal, body scrub, natural oils, lye for cold processed soaps, lip gloss base, grout for my next project that I don't know when it's gonna happen because I need space. Anybody wants my Sweet 16 dress, please let me know. It's going for $3,000. I'm so pissed. I placed another bottle order when I have 200 bottles. So yeah, I have a fridge and then I have an air fryer at the top. Not an air fryer, it's a dehydrator. Let me know if you want it. Dusty ass vacuum. Are you going to cry? I have the letters from when I had my store. I kept the letters because I'm like, next time I open my new store, I wanted to have like a wall of like all the things I had in my first store. Like, some people talk about it. I go on Amazon, get it, and try it, and do it. This is like an industrial type of ice cream popsicle maker because I was so determined to make Zuko popsicles, but it was such a fail. Such a fail. I still have a big old box of to-go containers from when I used to sell plates. Whatever you need, ask me because it's probably in the storage. Last time I had my apartment, this was clearly an experimental phase of my life. Once I have my own spot, it's gonna be like some Heisenberg type shit. Like, now I know what I want to do with my life. I know who I am. I know what I like to do. Girl though, if anything that I mention is for sale, if you want it, let me know. Okay, bye.
Everybody be saying, let's lower rent, let's lower rent. But why is nobody talking about how when the rent is cheap, first of all, you in a ghetto, and they want you to make 3 times the rent. Then, when the prices is a little higher, they want you to make either 2 or 2.5 times the rent. And it's just not adding up. Because let's be realistic. The average person, by themselves, not making 3 times their rent. And then if I was making 3 times the rent, why the hell would I be living here?
Okay, let me show you what I got from the grocery store though. I got some ramen, I got 2 of these Nature Valley bars. These were 75 cents each. What I do with these, I put this, a tostada, put some lettuce on it, and I make me a nice little one. We're gonna do a video on this one. This is not for today. Today though, we got some potatoes, got garlic, got some broccoli, got some tomatoes, because I want to test out the tomatoes with the potatoes. I've never really like sauteed them together. Beef ribeye steak, it was like $6. I don't know if that's too cheap, and hopefully like I don't have legs growing out of my ass. Fuck it, let's go and try it. Let there be fire. Y'all already know, hit them with the adobo. I don't know how y'all content creators do this. I'm trying to make a YouTube video, I'm trying to do the TikTok. I'm like, which camera do I look at? And this, oh my God, too crazy. Your steak is seasoned. Okay, if we were in a zombie apocalypse, I probably wouldn't wash my broccoli. And like, this is not a zombie apocalypse and I can buy water. Let's just wash the broccoli. Okay. So we're just gonna fill that up with some water. We're saying his name in vain. My grandma would kill me. God damn. Okay, now while the broccoli's boiling, let's go ahead and chop up the potatoes, the tomatoes. Tomatoes, potatoes. Any fruit or vegetable that you buy from the supermarket, please, I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart, wash them. This thing called pesticides, baby. Pesticides, baby. Who from New Orleans? Pesticide, baby. Got some Italian seasoning. Something about Italian seasoning and potatoes. Go fucking crazy. The potatoes should be looking like this. We could season them up a little bit more, but I'm chilling for the meantime. I'm good. I'm making a mess in the trunk. All right. We got the potatoes. Your daddy was home when you left. Your mama was home when you left. Your mama, yes, is yeah, but tomatoes cook fast, so you just want to throw the tomatoes in like that. Give a nice little saute. I can't believe how much mess I made today. Not a big fan of messes, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. I like my steak pretty well done, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit under well done. Somebody was like, medium, well done, rare. Just serve me the steak, sir, please. Your daddy was home when you left. Your mama was home when you left. The brother, your sister, your dog, the cat, the mom, the son, the. I usually like my steak well done, but I'm gonna try to do something a little different. But throw it on this aluminum foil, and then I'm gonna let the juices fall out of there for like 5 minutes. Okay, this is the final plating. Bro, look at that, bro. Steak, potatoes, tomatoes, broccoli, garlic. This is for the guy who said I can't get nutrients while I'm homeless. Are you crazy? No, I don't like my steak pink. Bro, that shit is saying moo. It's so soft and tender. The flavors are melting in my mouth. Pause. We didn't even say grace. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this meal of which I have prepared, but you have allowed me to have the funds and the ability to even put this food together. Thank you for anybody who is supporting me. Please bless them. And I don't have much else to say, but I love you so much, and thank you again for everything. In your name I pray. Hallelujah. Tastes good though, but like it's too pinky for me. Look at that. Oh moist. To be honest with you, it wasn't even that good, bro. Whoa.
Seeing people like this just makes me feel grateful about the life I have. And as long as you have a roof over your head and you have food and warmth, we should always feel grateful because it could always be worse. And I pray for everyone who's going through a tough period in their life right now. And I hope life gets better for you. Keep on fighting, keep on struggling, and never give up hope.